What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about how to tell if a guy at his job likes you, right? How to tell if a guy who's at work likes you, whether you're a customer, a patient, you're being provided a service. How to tell if a guy likes you while he's working and you're not. Does a guy who is interested in you, or would he make a move even in a delicate situation? He is in the medical sector and me being his patient. So basically, would a guy in a delicate situation, a doctor, make a move on his patient? But before I start, this video is sponsored by Let's Get Checked. Listen, Baller Alert recently posted this. Read that. That's right. People are getting sick out here. People are getting sick because they're too reckless. They're endangering themselves. They're not asking enough questions. People aren't as loyal as they used to be. A lot of people aren't paying attention to the signs. A lot of people don't know their status. A lot of people are refusing to get checked out. They're just telling you that they're clean. They're just telling you that they're safe. They're just telling you that they're healthy. They don't know because no one knows who they've been with anymore. Too many people are jumping in bed with everybody and trying to guess about their sexual health status. Why guess? You don't have to. You can get a home test, avoid the awkward, get it sent to your house, take the test, send it back, know your status, be safe. Don't endanger yourself or your lover not knowing your status or the status of your partner. Get 20% off your home sexual health test kit at the link below. Now onto this topic. No, hell no, no. Listen, if you want to talk to guys, if you're trying to spark up a conversation, if you're trying to take something that is medical romantic, and as the patient, you have to be overt about your attraction. You cannot expect a person to risk the 8 to 12 years of school they spent becoming great on a whim that maybe this woman is attracted to me. Anytime a doctor makes a patient feel uncomfortable, harasses a patient, or propositions a patient, it's an immediate question on his record. And if it doesn't cost him his license, if things go too far, it can cost him his credibility. He has way too much to lose. And not just doctors. I meet a lot of women who refuse to just come on to a man, or refuse to tell a man that she's attracted to him, or refuse to offer their phone numbers or make a first move, but they're the actual customer, or they're the patient, or they're the receiver of goods or services. Listen, when a man is at his job and you want his attention, you need to be overt. You need to be obvious. You need to make the first move. Stop telling or expecting men to risk their jobs to hope that you have a great attitude about being approached. You want to be approached, and you also desire them, and you also are attracted to them. We know that on average, statistics show, thanks to Iris, when we talk to them, statistics show that men see about half of the women that they like as desirable enough, right? Men are more likely to think a woman is beautiful than a woman is to think a man is attractive. So with those odds, I'm not going to take the 5 to 15% of guys that a woman might see, sometimes 3 to 5%, depending on the social media site or the environment, the 3 to 5% or the 5 to 15% of men that women might find attractive out of everybody they meet. I'm not going to assume I'm one of them and put my job on it. I'm not going to risk my livelihood just to hopefully get somebody's number, right? Because when things don't go right, if the date doesn't go right, if the call doesn't go right, if my approach doesn't go right, if I stumble, if I don't say something right, if she's offended easily, anything could happen and I lose my job or I lose my credibility in my field. Now I'm a creep just because somebody didn't want me back. Hell no. Man, listen, if a man's in a delicate situation and you find yourself attracted to him, you need to just say that. You need to just come out with it. You just need to listen, I think you're very handsome, and I know it's not appropriate for you to talk to me, but I would like to, maybe exchange numbers or talk online. Do you have an email address? Do you have an Instagram account that maybe we can chat on? Are you willing to get coffee? You're going to have to make the first move. No smart man, no man in his right mind is going to dedicate his years to a particular purpose and then risk that purpose on whether or not a woman is attracted to him, because the odds are he's not, or she won't be. That's the odds. The odds are most women don't find you attractive when you're a man. unless you're the man, right? And everyone doesn't get that opportunity, and most men don't live in that experience, right? Top 10% of men live in that experience. They can pretty much ask whoever out and get what they want for the most part. But even they meet women who aren't attracted. So when you think about this, why would a man ever risk his livelihood? He shouldn't. Hell, I wouldn't have risked any job I had outside of my first job. When I used to bag groceries at a grocery store when I was a teenager, you couldn't be fine and walk through the grocery store. You was gonna get a talking to. But that wasn't no career. I was just a bagger. I didn't have nothing to lose, and I was a young man, so they didn't expect much of me. But if I had credibility on the line in adulthood, if I had real bills to pay, a house mortgage, a car note, whatever other obligations a man might have, and I've worked my ass off to get to a particular place to where you're coming to me for services or goods or something like that, and then I'm going to proposition you when you get there. Even if you're a customer and I'm my own boss, now you feel uncomfortable if you don't like me, so you don't come back and buy any more product. So that's a shitty, stupid idea. That's stupid. I wouldn't do that, right? But if I'm a healthcare provider, I'm damn sure not about to lose my medical license because you felt like I was trying to put some moves on you. I'm not doing that, right? Doctor love all over again. Hell no, we ain't doing that. Me too, me at the doctor's office? Hell no. You don't know who, people are so sensitive. You can't really just make a move on a woman anymore. And it's not to victimize men, because some men have really effed that up. But at the moment, you can't just let a woman be fine and reproach her like that, because some women just want to be able to just be. And you don't know which one of those women you've encountered are those women who just want to be able to be beautiful and not be bothered. And a lot of women are like that now. So it's too much on the line, too much at risk. And it's kind of selfish of women in this way to expect men to risk their livelihoods to make a move on them, when all they have to do is open their mouth and say, hey, listen, I know you're at work, so you can't say this to me, but I can say it to you. I think you're very attractive and I'd like to talk to you. Or I think you're a very interesting man. I like the way you carry yourself. Would you like to have coffee sometime? Or you're really funny. Do you have an Instagram? Anything. You can literally say anything. You have to risk rejection, but it's not fair to make him risk his job, because a lot of women are waiting for an opportunity to report a man for doing something wrong. That's just the facts. So, again, not to victimize men, they'll figure it out. But I'm not at work. I ain't not at work. So like I said, I was 16, 17, and 18 the last time I was chasing women around the store, talking about, what I was talking about and making my approaches. But as an adult, I wouldn't have done that. And at any store other than the grocery store where I'm not bagging groceries, I wouldn't have done that. No real job, I would have done that, right? So just understand that men have a lot to lose out here and being misinterpreted when they try to make an approach. And some men aren't as good at approaching women. So they might not say the most appropriate thing, or they might come off creepy, and they don't know how to, talk to a woman. They're not comfortable. And even if they're a doctor, we always assume that people with status are really comfortable talking to women. Guys with status are supposed to be really good at it. And that's just not the case. A lot of people didn't become, the man until they got the degree or the doctorate, right? Now they have all of a sudden got this power over women that they've never even practiced with, so that's the thing too. So no, if you're attracted to a person who's a medical professional that's having to deal with you, you're going to have to talk to them. And, I just assume doctor, but he could be a doctor's assistant. He could be a nurse practitioner. He could be whatever. Whatever he is, his license is on the line. His credibility is on the line. The last thing you can do is make a female patient feel uncomfortable. That is career suicide for a male medical professional. So no, you can't do none of that. If he's not the doctor will remove you from the office immediately. You cannot have female patients feeling uncomfortable because you got some young whippersnapper trying to figure out how to talk to somebody. That just ain't how I move. So again, if you ever find yourself, ladies, if you ever find yourself in a position where a professional is dealing with you and you find yourself attracted to them, you're going to have to make the first move, whether you ask for their Instagram page, whether you ask them out for coffee, whether you just compliment them, say they're handsome, and they're interesting, whether you just come out and say, hey, I'd like to maybe talk to you after work, what you doing when you get off, whatever, are you available, do you have a girlfriend? Ask the obvious questions. You're going to have to out yourself though. You can't expect them to just step up because men are hunters. I ain't hunting a damn thing at my job. I'm gonna go on and get this money. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna hunt a damn thing. So stop telling yourselves that men are supposed to just make the first move no matter what. At some point, you're gonna have to risk something, and on my job, you're gonna have to risk rejection, or you're gonna have to risk, the awkward moment. But I'm not doing it on my job. Hell no. And most men aren't. Not real jobs. You go to a Foot Locker, you might get a talking to. Get in a grocery store. Men who don't have a whole lot to lose because they're at the bottom of the totem pole anyway, for whatever reason, love and respect to them. But if you're not at that place in life, or you have a lot to lose, there's no way. No way a smart man. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Follow me at KFA24 on Instagram. I'll get with y'all later.